What's up YouTube, it's your girl Britt, and what I'm about to show you is how I make my homemade chicken noodle soup. Now I'm just coming back from Coachella, well Baychella, and it was an amazing experience, but my body's just drained. I feel like my sinuses are messed up. I took in a lot of dust. I've been coughing it up. So I didn't want anything too heavy. I wanted something that was going to be nice, light, and that's going to be actually good for me. So I'm making my homemade chicken noodle soup, and I'm definitely making it a little bit different today because what I'm using is the vegetables that I currently already have inside of my refrigerator. I'm using peppers, onions, bok choy, things like that, which is a little bit different than usual because I love things like celery and carrots and different veggies. So I'm switching up a little bit right now, and I'm also going to show you the process of me cleaning my chicken before I actually put it in my soup or before I put it inside of anything, because I saw a news segment the other day that showed me that some people just don't clean their chicken or their pork or anything. Now I understand not cleaning ground beef or ground chicken, that's basically kind of impossible to me, but for anything else I like to do a regular base of either vinegar or lemon or lime, something to clean that extra gook and fat and just slime that I see on top of the chicken, because it could be a little bit crazy and I prefer not to have all of that on my food. So I'm going to show you my chicken noodle soup as well as my process of cleaning the chicken, and I hope that this is something that you can use later on. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. So this right here is my basic ingredients for a nice chicken noodle soup. The first thing I'm going to start with is cleaning my chicken. Now before cleaning your chicken, you also want to make sure that you clean and bleach your sink as well. No, I'm not cleaning the chicken in the actual sink, but I do clean and season my chicken inside of the sink. So I like to make sure that I bleach and clean my sink as well. I don't like the extra slime and the extra bacteria that may be on top of food, so I make sure to either cut that off and also rinse it with a nice lemon, lime, or vinegar bath. Now after putting the vinegar inside of here and washing it off, I'll leave it in there for about 5 minutes, because if you leave it in longer than that, the vinegar can start actually cooking your chicken. So I'm going to do a basic seasoning for this chicken. I added salt, pepper, paprika, as well as my minced garlic. I always make sure to cut up my veggies before putting them inside of the pan, and I start off with actually putting my minced garlic oil inside of the pan to saute my veggies just for about a minute or so. You don't want it to get too soft, because while it's inside of the broth, it'll soften up on its own. Afterwards, you're just going to put your chicken just right on top of your veggies before you add your broth. Now, I chose this Kitchen Basics broth because it was very light in sodium. It only had 140 milligrams in sodium, whereas the other ones had 890 milligrams of sodium. So I put half a cup of my chicken broth, and then I also put half a cup of water on top. Now I'll let this cook for about an hour on low medium, and then afterwards I'm just going to separate the chicken from the bones. Now I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't add the bok choy before because I didn't want it to get too wilted. So what I'm going to do now is actually add the bok choy and some of the green onion as well as the chicken inside of my soup. You're going to add about another half a cup of water, and then you're also going to add in your pasta now. Now the pasta that I chose was a veggie pasta, and all I did was snap this into 4 little pieces, put this inside, and I let this cook for about 10 minutes. Now I didn't add much salt to this meal, so I'm going to add a dash of liquid aminos just to give it a little bit more flavor. Afterwards, I'm going to serve some to me and my boyfriend for dinner, and then of course meal prep some for the rest of the week. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you again.